This is an AI voice model of Yulia Volkova, made in so-vits-svc-fork. Essentially, it is an AI emulation of the voice of Yulia Volkova, who lost her voice to cancer tragically some years ago and was unable to recover because she got her surgery done in Russia and not the US, which caused her to lose the function of some of the nerves in her vocal tract. I'm actually losing track of what I'm saying right now, speaking of, because I'm really camera shy. However, to make an AI voice like this, what you need is so-vits-svc-fork. So you will make your model in so-vits-svc-fork by installing Anaconda prompt, then installing so-vits-svc-fork, and installing all the dependencies it requires, such as PyTorch and the various requisites, such as I believe I also had to install FairSec. Once everything is installed correctly, you will need a bunch of clean-ass acapellas in order to feed it to train on, and this model is the result of about 3,700 epochs of training with a learning rate of I think 0.005, which is quite a bit higher than the average learning rate, and I found this worked really well for my very aged card. I was having problems with the batch size being too high and it running out of VRAM for my GTX 1060 card. So I would actually highly recommend doing this with Google Colab instead if you have a very slow card. However, with results like this, I would say they speak for themselves. You can do it on your own. It just took me about a week of rendering, and I'm absolutely thrilled because having rendered this voice means that not only can I speak or sing as Yulia Volkova herself, who lost her voice due to cancer, can actually sing as herself now. I don't know what I plan to do with this yet. I might make some new songs. I might use it to rap since my voice is a little more, it's very soft and it just doesn't cut through very well. Well, it's gonna be interesting. And I encourage you to try this yourself. It's great. Because I probably explained everything really badly, I'm going to link in the description all the tutorials that I found useful through the process. Like seriously, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing to this process, and it took me a couple days just to troubleshoot, and sometimes completely lost my project entirely. And trying to understand how environments work was a big issue. Also, the various dependencies and reading the error codes, specifically because with Anaconda, your commands and your codes are going to differ a little bit insignificantly from platform to platform, whether you're working with Linux or Windows or Mac, etc. And I think that's really relevant to add. It was also really important for me using ChatGPT to troubleshoot the error messages that I was getting and also write some of the commands, such as I couldn't find anywhere how to change the directory for my samples and everything, and that was causing upon restart for it to seem as if all of my training data, all of my logs, all of my files were lost, which was not the case. Thankfully, I was able to resolve that, or we would not be speaking right now. So in short, go forth, use so-vits-svc-fork, and go conquer the world with your AI voices. And remember, I'll be linking in the description all the relevant tutorials which helped me go through this process, and have an awesome day. One more thing I will mention is that for recording your output, you're going to need a virtual audio cable. There are several free on the web. However, I will link them also in the description. Then you're just going to take the output from the graphical interface of so-vits-svc-fork, and then you're going to route that to the input of the virtual audio cable, and then route the output to whatever you want to record on. Okay, that's it. Bye for real now.